Hello students, let us try to solve this question. Mr. Richard and Mr. Nadar invest $6,000 and $7,000 respectively in a business. Mr. Richard receives $95 per month out of the profit as a remuneration for running the business, and the rest of the profit is divided in proportion to the investments. If in a year Mr. Richard totally receives $3,054, then the amount received by Mr. Nadar will be. So here is the question about investment and profit sharing. And the options given to us are 2,233, 3,322, 4,433 or 3,344. So now let's check the solution. First of all, since we don't know the total profit of the company or total profit earned by Mr. Richard and Mr. Nadar, let the annual profit be rupees X. That is, the total profit earned in a year be rupees X. Now it is mentioned in the question that Mr. Richard received $95 per month out of the profit as a remuneration. So, if the annual profit is rupees X and every month Mr. Richard is receiving $95, then the remaining profit which will be distributed between Mr. Richard and Mr. Nadar will be the annual profit minus the remuneration for Mr. Richard in a year, which is X, minus $95 into 12 months, since we are calculating it for a year and Mr. Richard is receiving $95 per month. So for a year it will be $95 into 12 or $1,140. So the remaining profit which will be shared between Mr. Richard and Mr. Nadar will be X minus $1,140, where X is the annual profit. Now the ratio of the profit will be equal to the ratio of the investment as per the question. Now since the time period is same, Mr. Richard is to Mr. Nadar will be 6,000 is to 7,000. That is, since Mr. Richard is investing $6,000 and Nadar is investing $7,000. So the ratio of profits will be 6,000 is to 7,000 or 6 is to 7. That is the simplified form. Therefore, Mr. Richard's share will be $1,140. That is the remuneration plus X minus 1,140 into 6 by 13, because Mr. Richard is earning 6 of the 6 is to 7 ratio. So Mr. Richard's share will be 1,140 plus X minus 1,140 into 6 by 13, because here the proportion is 6 is to 7. Now on solving this, we will get as $3,054, because here in the question it is mentioned that if in a year Mr. Richard totally receives $3,054, that means Mr. Richard's share in a year will be 1,140 plus X minus 1,140 into 6 by 13, which will be equal to $3,054 as per the question. Now on solving this, we will get the value of X, which is X minus 1,140, which is equals to $4,147. Therefore, Mr. Nadar's share will be 7 by 13, because the ratio is in 6 is to 7 form. So Mr. Nadar's share will be 7 by 13 into X minus 1140. So since X minus 1140 is equals to 4,147 as we have calculated here, therefore Mr. Nadar's share will be 7 by 13 into 4,147, which is equals to $2,233. Therefore, the amount received by Mr. Nadar will be rupees $2,233, which is given in option A. So out of all the given options here, option A is our correct choice.